What do you think? Should these two words both be pronounced with the same vowel sound? Stay tuned to find out. Hi, I'm Lori with Pronunciation Pro and CommuniClinic. In each of my videos, I provide just a snippet of information about American English pronunciation. A snippet is a small amount of something. So by giving you just one skill to focus on at a time, I'm hoping to keep this task of learning to speak American English both manageable and maybe even a little bit fun. In this video, I want to talk about those words that are spelled with a double O. A lot of my students pronounce this double O vowel sound the same in every word, but did you know that it actually has two different pronunciations? The first one is obvious. It's the long oo sound, as in the words moon, boot, and food. However, there are quite a few words that have that double O spelling, but use the pronunciation instead. Some examples would be foot, good, and book. The difference in these two vowel sounds is the amount of lip protrusion and the amount of tongue tension. With the long oo sound, the lips are quite protruded or pushed forward, and the tongue is high in the back and very tense. But with the short sound, the lips are much less protruded, less rounded, and the tongue is more relaxed. If you need a model word to help you find the right mouth shape for that short sound, I'd suggest the word push. We use the sound on that word too, even though it's not spelled with a double O. Okay, I'm going to say these two sounds back to back now, starting with the top one, so you can hear and see the difference. Ooh, ooh, Now, here's the tricky part. When you look at a word spelled with a double O, how do you know which sound to use? Ooh or Well, there is one trick I can teach you, and it's this. Most of the words that have a K after the double O will get the short pronunciation. For example, book, brook, cook, hook, look, shook, and took. There are a few words that don't follow this rule, but most of them are not very commonly used words. The most common exceptions that I can think of would be spook or spooky and kook or kooky. Those are pronounced with the long oo sound. Otherwise, though, you're simply going to have to familiarize yourself with which double O words get that short pronunciation. To help you out with this, I've attached a list in the description below. You don't need to memorize all of the double O words, just the ones that need this short pronunciation. And as I mentioned, the most commonly used ones are in the list I've provided for you. Thankfully, the list is not that long, so this is doable. Here's why it's important to make a good distinction between these two sounds. If you pronounce this word as Luke, a native speaker is going to hear this. So, give it a look and see what you think might end up sounding like give it to Luke and see what you think. And if you pronounce this word as stewed, a native speaker might think you're saying this. So, he stood for hours will sound to a native speaker like he stewed for hours. All right, let's use some of these words in sentences now so you can get some practice with them in connected speech. As I always encourage you to do, please hit that pause button after I say each sentence and try to say it exactly like I did, using the same sounds that I used. Are you ready? Let's do it. My mom is a really good cook. Please hand me that spool of wool. Luke wants me to look at his essay. This boot is hurting my foot. That jacket with the hood is so cool. The cookies will soon be ready. The book is on that stool. He stood outside and gazed at the moon. We took some food on our road trip. At school, she hangs her backpack on a hook. I hope you found this explanation on how to pronounce those double O words useful. If so, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so you'll know about new videos when they get added. I have a lot more topics that I want to cover. Also, please do share my channel with anyone you know who's working on refining their American English accent. And if you have sounds or words that you've really been struggling with, let me know in the comments section below. I want this channel to be something that really addresses your needs as learners of American English. In the meantime, happy practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.